So how's everybody doing today? I thought I'd go live for a little while this morning, see how everybody's doing. We're going to talk about carnivorous meat, but StreamYard seems to be having a hard time. Like I'm just computer issue after computer issue. It's driving me fucking crazy. But it seems that StreamYard is having a problem picking up the other videos I would like for us to play. So I wanted to go over. I ate only meat for 8 months from Carnivorous Meat today because I found the video extremely, and I do mean extremely interesting. So I wanted to do that today, but I'm having a hard time again. Let's see if I can do this. Like this should just pick this up right on in here, but it doesn't. Like you can't see it. It's very strange. Um, and I don't know why, because it's not connecting. So what I'm going to try to do here is do this. I'm going to come across here. I've been mostly carnivore for a few years now, and I'm curious to hear Alan's take on this. Well, I wanted to go over that because I don't have an inherent issue with carnivore. I think for a lot of people, carnivore is very, very, very good. I get worried about carnivore in the context of people being able to have it be sustainable for people and those sorts of things. I don't necessarily, uh, you know, I don't necessarily like prescribe this to people. And again, real quick, by the way, guys, I'm going to do something here real quick. I'm going to try something just to make sure. Reload. So if I lose you guys, I'm reloading one of the sites. So I'm hopefully gonna have this pick up for me. And there I am still. Good. You guys didn't I didn't lose you. But now let's see if I can get this on here. To touch base with you guys, doing really well this weekend. I took yesterday off, or well, not yesterday off, but I took most of yesterday off. Your browser can't access the browser can't access the device. Give me a second. Close other shit down. What else could I possibly have working? So maybe Zoom, exit. Do this, exit. So strange. So strange. Hmm. 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 That also. And then give me one more second, guys. Okay, hopefully this will work. It still has not worked. I do not know why. All right, we are going to try to get through it and talk about it. Um, how affordable is an all meat diet? Extremely. You don't need that much food. I mean, you really don't. Like you need like I bet you I could survive on really pushing it, like really going for the cheapest stuff I could go. It could be $3 a day, $4 a day on ground meat. Like I mean, ground meat, and a few other things, $5, $6 a day. I could easily, um, easily do it, like 100% easily do it. You know, like I don't, I it's extremely affordable. I mean, I understand that people are not going to want to view it this way because oh my God, meat bad, vegan good. No, it's extremely affordable because you eat less. Like when it's a meat focused based diet, you are less hungry. You are going to eat less food. Like when I want to save money on my food bill, I stick with proteins. I don't go to that. Um, that's impressive. I figured it would be super expensive. It's inexpensive. It's inexpensive. Um, and not it is I would argue it's the least expensive way to be as healthy as possible because uh, to get enough protein and be vegan, you got to take in a lot of food. It's just that's reality, you know. So I'm gonna try something else here. This might just become a uh, this might honestly just become a Q&A and us just talk. Let's see if I can get this going on. Window. It didn't work. God damn it. I don't understand. I do not know why. StreamYard's giving me a hard time today too. Um, the browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. So StreamYard's let me down today. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do Q&A. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about everything else. And then I'll save this for likely tomorrow to see what's going on. I've had a like for those of you that don't know, I'm running on kind of like a makeshift thing between our tablet and my phone right now. My main PC crapped out this week, like to a great degree, having serious issues. I can't even get it to boot up at this stage. So, whoops, we're stuck on the tablet. Um, let's see. It's not expensive and prep is easy. Eating like I hate to break. Like I understand, like people can try to find all the negatives about it, like morality, blah 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 blah. Like there's death connected with every bit of food. Like and anything that sustains our life, there's death connected to it. I mean, grow up. You know, like I don't knock people like vegans. I don't knock you for what you want to eat, but it's like this fucking crazy shit of like you kill animals and blah blah blah. Fuck all you pussy ass bitches. Like if you're fucking standing with you don't like me is because of how I feed my body. Like if your preference is I don't eat meat and I eat meat and you don't like me for it, I gotta tell you I don't fucking care about you. So fucking don't like me. it's it's one of those arguments. Like, do I think that like the people that get religious about carnivore and keto and shit like that, they're just as fucking bad. But the fucking people who are like, oh my God, you eat meat, you're a horrible person. Fine, stay the fuck out of my way. What now? Like it's so fucking pathetic. I mean, it's pathetic. Alan, I'm curious how why fiber intake doesn't seem to be an issue on a mostly meat diet. I mean, I personally do eat fiber. I don't eat an all meat diet. I would think that for a lot of people, it would eventually get to be an issue. And that's why I don't subscribe to it. The only time I think an all meat diet should be done is when people who deviate from eating all meat end up eating what the fuck's wrong with them, or end up eating to the point like they need to address what's wrong with them by eating meat. So if they're a binge eater and then they don't binge when they eat meat, it's safer for them and healthier for them to avoid the binges than to, in fact, eat in a way that's going to cause binges. So is it ideal? Ideal is omnivorous ingestion of whole food products, fruits, vegetables, meats. That is ideal. But for a lot of people, they just do better on all meat or better on all vegetable and shit like that. It's very realistic. A lot of it is mental, a lot of it is other stuff. But you know, this whole crazy back and forth about what's more ideal. We're we're, we're like on the average like fat as fuck, and we're worried about ideal nutrition intake for that shit. Like the ideal is everybody eats fucking less. It's just at that stage. True story. I realized that my vegan diet was why was binge eating. After a few years, I never felt full and was always eating, probably because I was so protein deficient. Many people, many people have that same rationalization. Many people. Lady Hawk, again, that's what happened to me when I was vegan. For many people, it's hard to stay satiated when all you're doing is eating carbohydrates. And the vegan diet is just a massively high, is higher in carbohydrates than others. It's reality. Um, there's no way I could eat for $8 a day. A head of cauliflower is $6 here. You should switch to meat. A pound of ground meat's $5. Boom, what's up, man? I've been seriously considering going mostly carnivore. I'd still keep fruits, peppers, onions, garlic, but lately super fibrous veggies have been wreaking my digestive. I eat potatoes like once or twice a week, but mostly I am uh, like peppers and meat is what I fucking take in for the most part. I decided to try to see if it would help curb my sugar addiction. Carnivore is very good for people with sugar addiction, frankly. Carnivore keto, it helps to a tremendous degree. I mean, the biggest thing, like between people argue carnivore, vegan, keto, all that shit. How about we argue for whole food? Like, I mean, why is it such a big thing that like to argue for these types of things? Like whole food, whole food, whole food. Ideal is whatever works for you as an individual to avoid obesity. I completely agree with that. Completely, 100% agree with that statement. Now let's see if I can get this to come up again. No, that's not her, and it wasn't the one I wanted anyway. Man, the browser can't seem to. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna close the browser out completely, and then see if I can reboot it. I mean, I'm still logged in on here, but I'm gonna see if I can reboot it so I can pull her in. It actually helped. I don't even think about M&Ms much anymore. That's the key right there, my man. Not worrying about peanut M&Ms. That's the shit. I know that feeling. Yeah, it's not even. Oh, huh. Let me see if I can still get this up and going. Your browser can't access your device. Close any other applications that might be using the camera, mic, Skype, Zoom. Huh. Everything's closed. Everything's closed. Yeah, weird. Very weird. Okay, we're just going to do Q&A. So I'm here to answer Q&A for you based off of the carnivore diet or anything else you want to fucking talk in. I just shared in the links in the comment section, links to get a consultation. I'll do full Q&A with all of you folks. But we could do a consultation. You could get coaching. You could just join the app. And of course, get your no morbidity at tigerfitness.com. Ambrosiacollective.com will be restocked here in a couple of days, by the way. We're out of stock there, but it'll be restocked in a couple of days. You can get it at Vitamin Shop, and there's many other places coming. We've got all sorts of neat, fucking crazy, awesome, good shit coming. But also May 2nd, or excuse me, March 2nd, Crystal and I will be at Tiger Fitness for a free gym workout at their free gym, by the way. So if you are in town for the Arnold, or if you're just in the Lebanon, Cincinnati area, we will be at Tiger Fitness all day, pretty much. So you should stop in. I can start binging if I eat cheese and fine grain pasta, full grain rye and rye oat keep me full. Why go to carbohydrates though? Like I don't understand. Like that's that I processed carbohydrates should not be a daily thing. Processed carbs should not be a daily thing for people. I'm just letting you know that it just should not be a daily thing. I eat black beans and russet potatoes just to get my my dairy potassium, while mainly eating meat for protein and walnuts for fat. Good, 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 good. Is the carnivore diet more effective than keto? For some people, it is. For some people, it isn't. I mean, it's some people, they're good with just that. I can tell you this: eating a protein-focused nutrition plan, like eating protein forward, is in fact way more satiating. Like, and I'm a hunger coach basically. Like, so I try to get people to avoid processed carbohydrates, especially as much as humanly possible, because they do spike your hunger. Processed carbohydrates do. Sweet things, processed carbohydrates, all enter your bloodstream extremely quickly and cause you to be hungrier and then eat more. That's why I think. That's why I like it. I think you go into ketosis if you were. I think you'd go into ketosis if you're a strict carnivore. I'm pretty much in ketosis all the time, to tell you the truth. Alan, do you think they are going to use the UFO stuff as the next hysteria thing to control the masses? Seems awfully convenient as a follow-up act to the pandemic. I think that the like flying objects things are mere distractions. We literally just failed another audit, and all the bullshit from COVID's coming out, and people are starting to talk about the list again. It's just a distraction. Like if aliens were visiting us, we wouldn't have the ability to shoot them the fuck down. In my opinion, likely it wouldn't be so easy for us to just fucking do so. And it's just a distraction. Like we failed another audit. There's trillions of dollars missing. We need to figure out where the fuck it's at. I mean, these are all just complete distractions from shit, if you ask me. Like, we should absolutely focus on the fact that we're still giving an experimental therapy jab to fucking tons of people. They just put it on the like vaccine registry. So depending on your state, your child, you could be forced to make your child get this fucking thing for a virus that's not deadly to them, that doesn't help them, doesn't stop transmission, like that. Like, we need a society to be focused on those things. This is just a distraction, if you ask me. I've done animal based the last few weeks and honestly never felt better. I think it's just about eating as natural as possible. I agree with that. Good for you. Good for you. I love that Tiger Fitness has a lot of sales usually in my bank account. However, I hear you. I hear you. But I know morbidity works. I was skeptical until I received mine a week ago. Decreased my appetite tremendously. That's fucking outstanding. It's 4 ingredients, clinically tested human doses. These have been tested on humans. Like, we are able to make the claims we can make about how it helps with waist circumference, with hunger management, stress relief, and all like that, because there's been human tested studies. Like, this is like it's there's proven repeatable studies done on these ingredients. That's why we should do it. Alan, do you typically recommend eating for adequate potassium if you're doing a lot of sweating activity that uses a lot of electrolytes? Salt your food, do that stuff. No, I don't. I don't like the massive overcomplication of that is crazy. Eat whole foods. Eat whole foods. Work out, and don't try to overanalyze. At the Aspen Clinic, they try to focus on staying away from inflammatory foods like beans as well as red meats. Is that necessary? I don't think so. I really don't. Like, the alienation of red meat, like, we would not be humans if we did not start ingesting animal proteins. Reality. So, the inflammatory nature of red meat is still like also highly over fucking overblown, like to a great, massive, incredible, huge degree. So, um, like, you want to stay from inflammatory foods, stay away from fried food, processed carbohydrates. Like, a lot of times things fried in vegetable like products and shit like that. That's inflammatory. I stopped eating pasta in August and realized that was totally a binge trigger for me. Don't see myself putting it back in my diet. Good for you. Pasta should be viewed as for pleasure only. Carnivore allows me to stay extremely strict whenever I wander and try to diversify my meals. It seems like I always fall back into the wagon after that. I suggest you keep snootful. I suggest you keep trying to add new stuff in because you don't want to make it so you're so restricted in what you can eat that you feel like you're restricted. So keep trying to add those things, see which ones work, see which ones don't. You should be teaching yourself about food as we go along in life all the time. So just keep that in mind. Nomo works very well. I'm on it as needed and dropped from 394 to 378. That's fucking outstanding. Great job. Keep at it. Keep at it. Hydrate. Hydrate. At your size, you should be drinking tons of water, like tons and tons and tons of water. Red meats aren't inflammatory. The studies on red meats that called them inflammatory used processed junk food. The Aspen Clinic and a couple other pro-vegan groups intentionally used junk studies. I'm sure. I'm sure. Also a distraction from the chemical spill. Yeah, the humongous, massive chemical spill going on in Ohio that has like billowing flames going up into the like billowing smoke, carcinogenic stuff going up into the air. Like, let's be real. Like, that's the actual fucking story. For those of you that didn't know about it, by the way, follow me on Twitter, by the way, the MFACOL. Follow me there. It's the same as the red meat causes cancer dietary studies. Sad. It's sad, but it's to be expected. Before I had children, I followed the paleo diet. My inflammation decreased, pain was gone, lost 20 pounds quickly, and never felt better. Huge thanks to my neuropathy for encouraging me. So I'm happy. I hope you stayed on it. And I'm happy for you. I've gotten into a routine while frying 2 eggs in the morning, 12 ounces of water for each, butter melting, eggs in, turn over, and then one more glass, 48 ounces. That's awesome. That's a great fucking habit to be in. Intermittent fasting has been such an eye opener, having great results. That's good, but here's my suggestion, John, about intermittent fasting. Don't view it as a diet. Don't like. There's no magic. It's like, don't sit there and watch a clock. Like, I can't eat for another 5 minutes. That's stupid. Okay, that makes it overcomplicated. So just stay with what you're doing. It sounds like you're doing really, really, really well, and don't get too crazy about it. Like, people ask me about intermittent fasting all the time because I technically intermittent fast. I don't eat until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm normally done by like 7 or 8. So I eat within a 4 to 5 hour window every day and have for a long time. So I'm not some expert on intermittent fasting. That is just my eating schedule because that's all that intermittent fasting is. Intermittent fasting is not magical. It is just an eating schedule, and oftentimes it is used to help people eat in a certain window that they can only eat so many calories then. Like that's why. I personally am just not hungry because of the supplements I'm on. I'm on No Morbidity. I'm on Product 2. I'm on Ember. Like I'm just not in Mental Jewels. I'm just not hungry by any stretch of the imagination at all. But and it's awesome. I mean, I wanted to tell people like it is awesome. Not being hungry at all is awesome. Like I can't wait for people to put together uh, Ember No Morbidity and Product Two. It's ridiculous. Like I hate to toot my own horn, but toot toot motherfuckers. Like these products together are literally amazing. Like amazing. I can't imagine pharmaceuticals being better, especially because there's no side effects with these things besides having tons of energy. When I take mental jewels with the Ember, I have tons of focus. Frankly, I would love to see a study on dosage of Ember and mental jewels for people that have ADHD because my ADHD is like it's like weaponized when I take Ember and mental jewels together. But then I take product two 3 times a day, and I take no morbidity once a day, and I'm just not hungry. I'm in complete control of what I eat. Like I can even see, like I have just really started reducing my calories, and I can already see the line in my face forming. Like I am clearly dropping weight quickly again, um, to the point where I need to make like that's why I put some weight back on because I actually like I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like staying too lean. I'm going to be 52 years old this summer, right? But our products are ridiculous. They work so excuse me, they work so incredibly well. It's absolutely out and out ridiculous how good they are. I have no physical hunger. And because I have no physical hunger and I'm doing a good job of making sure I maintain and manage my triggers and stuff like that, I'm still able to occasionally eat something just for pleasure. Like Thursday, I think the wife and I are going to take a walk, have some appetizers, maybe have a cocktail someplace for Valentine's Day. You know, like we're able to do these things because I just have no food stress anymore. For somebody with binge eating disorder, people have no idea what that's like. I am almost 2 years and a month. I am almost, uh, what is it? So 25 months from my last binge. That's insane. Anybody that has binge eating disorder will tell you that it is in fucking sane to not. I don't even I worry about it because I don't want to make that mistake of not worrying about my binge eating and then binge because I just like my coaching. If you're a binge eater too, we can help you with our coaching. Like trust me, like we've got this shit on lock. And I would argue that almost the biggest eating disorder in America is binge eating. Like look at the size of the people we have. They're just gluttoning themselves with food. We can save the world. We have a world to save. That's a very serious statement that we make from the Ambrosia Collective and No Morbidity. We have a world to save. We can do this, but we need people to take it seriously and start losing weight. We have the tools to help you do it. Affordable, economical, safe, effective, no side effect tools. You know? So let's see. I'm going to scroll back up and check out. Okay, already got that one. Already got that one. Uh, I've lost 20 kilograms in the past 6 months. Good job. Now I work out every day, focus on days 3 times a week. That's a great job, Giora. Great job. Beans are inflammatory. I think that's been debunked. It's been debunked. I mean, they've all been debunked. Like the fucked up thing is if you eat like they just look at shit in a vacuum. It's the same thing with the intermittent fasting studies. Like, oh, they help with growth hormone. Like, shut the fuck up. It's everything happens in a vacuum. Like, are you getting proper sleep? Are you getting proper hydration? Like, so many other factors. Your health is hinging upon so many things: your hydration, your sleep, your stress relief, your food ingestion, the micronutrients and macronutrients you take in, your generalized mood, your genetics. So many things, you know. Every food is inflammatory to some degree. All food is viewed as a foreign object in the body. Like when you ingest anything, your body goes through a little inflammatory response. That's why intermittent fasting also works really well for people that have like Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, stuff like that. Like people that have these disorders, they find intermittent fasting to be a very useful tool because anytime you ingest food, it's an inflammatory item you're ingesting. Your body recognizes it as a foreign object, and a little bit of inflammation goes on. If you have an inflammatory issue with your gut, such as Crohn's disease or IBS or stuff like that, the longer time you take in between eating, the more time the inflammation from your last feeding has to go down, so you don't constantly stay inflamed and build upon that inflammation. Yeah, the last time I went to a restaurant, I had pasta since I hadn't had it in forever. So it was so decadent and wonderful, a great treat. I think it should be a special treat, not a daily food. Absolutely, I completely agree with that. Zero calorie sodas have helped a lot with blood sugar. Dropped out of pre-diabetics, but I'm concerned about what the fuck is in them. Mainly drink water though. I would stick to mainly water and try to ease yourself off of the diet sodas. So we have people that have come to us that are addicted to diet soda that leads to other very poor behaviors too. So just be mindful. I lost about 20 kilograms with keto diet. Had to change when it was in the way for what I did in the gym. I don't know what could possibly. I do not know what high protein diet could possibly even be in the way of you going to gym for anything. I mean, what could it possibly do? You know, like I eat mostly keto right now. I don't eat any grains almost. Like I don't eat processed carbohydrates. I don't eat a lot of processed food at all, you know? So I want to know what is in a way for you at the gym because nothing is in my way. IF doesn't really do much until you close the feeding window to 4 to 5 hours. It's basically just a don't feed your face all day. Yeah, but it still doesn't do like the only thing it does when you move it to 4 to 5 hours. There's no hormonal like it's not a hormonal thing or anything like that. It's just you only eat in 4 to 5 hours. So. You recommend Ember at your size. I have no fucking idea how big you are, who the fuck you are, what you fucking look like. You sound stupid for asking that question in a fucking open forum with a name like Calamar Frigger 1. Like, I don't know who the fuck you are, stupid ass. Do Ember and Mental Jewels have any impact on sleep? I would not take them later in the afternoon. Like, I take them, my cutoff time, as a matter of fact, I need to take my second dose. Thank you for reminding me. My cutoff time is noon for this stuff. That way I can get good sleep at night. So give me a second. I put together my meds. Not meds, but you know what I'm saying. I thought I already had a half of them. Maybe I already have a half of one done. This is a half of Ember and 2 mental jewels I'm taking right in front of you, along with my fresh new gallon of water. Um, and I've already finished 1 gallon. Here's my second gallon for the day I'm starting on. I normally have stuff water filter. We just had some gallons of water delivered, just to backflow. So because I'm gonna have it's supposed to be getting warmer here in Florida, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of outdoor workouts. So have you tested taking only product two? I have. About like 4 months ago, no, that's 3 months ago. I went off no morbidity for about a month and just took product two. And I went off no morbidity and spent like 2 weeks just on nothing because I wanted to make sure that I was still doing well with my habits, maintaining. And I did. I had a little bit hunger creep back in, but I eat mostly. Like I've used my supplements to make it so I have transferred over to eating mostly well, 95% whole foods, and a huge portion of that is just meat. So I wanted to make sure, but then I used product two for just like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks by itself, and then I added everything back in, and like it's amazing for like product two stops blood sugar cravings, and it stops reaction. Like if I did eat something sweeter, there was no blood sugar spike. Like I didn't all of a sudden feel like the sugar rush, you know. But it's amazing. It completely works on completely different mechanisms than no morbidity and Ember. So like the three things together work on three different type of mechanisms. Like the Ember is a high stimulant, appetite suppressant, along with African mango, which is an amazing appetite suppressant all in itself. It makes you feel fuller a lot easier. And then no morbidity's got Slimuluna, Thinogen, KSM for the stress. Um, and Garcinia Cambogia has been known forever to help with fat loss and lower and lower hunger. So it's amazing. The three of them together are just amazing, absolutely crazy. Can you take Ember and Mental Jewels only when needed? For example, during exams or an important meeting, I would say yes. Like I don't take Ember every day, or I don't take a full dose of Ember every day. If I decide to have coffee, I skip one of them because it's stimulant. You know, like but I do. But I do not take I don't necessarily take them every day, but I love being I love using mental jewels for my ADHD, and I work 7 days a week. That's going to change soon though too. We're going to start taking some days off, I think. Um, and like even talking to the clients, we're probably going to have one day of the week where we just like send out a message to our clients. And it's not that we don't want to give good service, but we need to start having some time, especially because we've got multiple things going with not only the content needs to be made and going live, once a day pretty much, but then all the clients plus no morbidity plus product two, plus there's another product in the works for heart health for me and Mark, and helping people look out for their heart just in general, but also to help people that might have taken an experimental gene therapy, and they're worried about their heart health. We have something coming out directed just at heart health that's amazing, absolutely, absolutely amazing. That I would suggest that if you did take the jibby jab, you should fucking take this shit. Real fucking, I mean, you absolutely should. But yeah, I wouldn't take it if I like closer to sleep, like closer later on the day. Whenever I hear mental jewels, it immediately translates to the family jewels in my head. Funny. So, yeah, it might take about 3 days to start feeling. Yeah, no morbidity takes about 3 days for it to kick in, if you ask me. Um, that's fucking awesome. I don't want to get bored with I don't want to get bored with your supplements. I find I get home from work 4 p.m. and I'm ready to eat the shit out of anything in sight. I know it's not good. I mean, if I was you, I'd take no morbidity about 2 in the afternoon. If you have trouble at 4 o'clock, um, I'm telling you, like, try to make sure you're eating only protein first in the day. That'll help you not be as hungry by 4. Okay, but we can help you. I mean, with our coaching could absolutely help you. Raphael, what's going on? Cactus Patch. I've been taking Ember No Morbidity, and yesterday the lack of hunger was actually a bit startling. Such a strange new experience for a binger. I was genuinely impressed. Boom. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. And I went through a very similar thing. Like my first 2 weeks on No Morbidity, like Mark, I received this bottle, a nameless bottle of just like capsules in the mail from Mark, right? So I started taking them, and after like 3 days, like the first day or two, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I felt good, but I feel great every fucking day. It's not like I'm not in fabulous fucking shape, right? And then all of a sudden it got to be fucking crazy. Like 3 days in, I'm like, wow, I'm not hungry at all, at all. And then like a weekend, I mean, I was so used to binging and stuff like that, fighting it every day, like literally fighting it every day. I was so used to that shit that by like the second week, I was like, maybe I'm sick. Like, I mean, like it started fucking with my head, like to a big fucking deal, like big, big, big deal. Like I was like, maybe I'm sick. Like, I wonder if something's wrong with my stomach. Like, I mean, that's how absent it was. Crazy, right? I'm happy you're working it. I think a lot of people are constantly dehydrated. Water is so important. People should strive for an ounce of fluid per pound of body mass. And I know it sounds fucked up because then people are like, well, I weigh 300 pounds. It's 300 ounces of water. I take in about 300 ounces of water a day. And I'm about 185, 190 pounds. I'll probably be closer to 180, like 175, 180 by my birthday this summer. I think the downsize portion of my transformation is finally completely done. Right. I think that the muscle mass I've given up and everything like that, like the actual like beef I've given up, was done really well. My muscles feel nice, very nice and hard. I don't feel soft. I'm going to lose some extraneous subcutaneous fat because I have no visceral fat, but I'll lose some subcutaneous fat and be nice and fucking lean for the summer, and not even stressing about it, like not even fucking worrying about it at all. Like I'm literally not hungry, so even like even when I don't eat, like I have to remind, like, it's a weird thing for a binge eater because I have to remind myself to eat now. Between our hunger management method, which by the way, you can get the book. It's in the description box below. It gives you the app for a month, and you get live and pre-recorded yoga, hit style training classes with Crystal and everything like that. But and you get the hunger management support group, which is where I keep track of all my training and all my food. So, um, but it's it's just kind of an amazing thing. So it affects your glycemic response. It sounds like it affects the glycemic response, insulin sensitivity, and it's anti-inflammatory too. It's an amazing supplement. Product two is an amazing supplement. Product two is just as amazing as no morbidity. It just works in different mechanisms. It's fucking amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, for the two of them together, the two of them together are amazing for binge eaters. Those two, once the person is gets to a more normalized weight and they can take the stimulants, those two plus Ember, I have a hard time believing people just weight just wouldn't fall the fuck off of people. I would put that combination. I would. I like between with just no morbidity. We have clients that are losing 15 to 20% of their body mass in 4 to 6 months, right? 15 to 20% of the body mass loss is what drugs like Wegovy and Ozempic, the semaglutide drugs, even the Majordo, it's what they claim after 72 weeks is 20%. We do it in 6 months, which is 24 weeks, like in a third of the fucking time, or half to a third of the time. We fucking produce better results with no side effects. We could change the world with this, like literally change the world. I'm super hopeful that many people use no morbidity product to Ember and our heart. We have a heart health supplement coming. I hope people use these to get themselves healthy. We are tragically unhealthy. And again, like by the way, to the Carnivorous me, if you come on here wondering why I didn't cover this, I couldn't get my just for people new, I cannot get. Let me see something. Let me see if I can do it now. No, it still will not do it. Very strange. Um, yeah, absolutely. So let's see. I'm excited to hear more about product two. Not sure if you already mentioned, but when will it be available? From what Mark is telling me, Mark, Sean, and Mike from the Ambrosia Collective, we're looking at somewhere around April, so about a month and a half. Um, we had other products that we needed to get launched first for Ambrosia, and when I say we, like I'm there those I'm not necessarily associated with those products. Besides, I'm just associated with Ambrosia. Product two, No Morbidity, are our two products with Ambrosia. We'll probably have more. I'm thinking we might even have our own flavor of nectar, which I'm hoping it's like something like pineapple ginger or something like that for us. But and then the other products Mark and I are working on are going to be through MTS and other various places too. Like we're kind of transitioning to the point where I think that I'm like Crystal and I are going to be working with Mark and Tiger Fitness, Ambrosia, and MTS like in a more generalized stance. Mark and I will be together here in a couple weeks, together again. But we'll be talking more stuff through live. I personally will do like on a side note, I cannot speak highly enough about Mark. Um, him and I had our differences in the far off past. It is my absolute honor and privilege and pleasure to be his friend, let alone his business partner and stuff like that. Mark is a super good guy, and he has helped so many people and their families, like earn money, stay financially independent, build wealth, uh, plus, just be there, just a good guy, donates fucking so much money and so much time to charities and shit like that, and such a good example for people. I can't speak highly enough about him. I just can't. I did 1 hour body pump class in the summer and would feel like fainting by the time we get to shoulders. I tried different methods, but it didn't help. Um, I don't know what to say. Like, uh, ease back on the intensity and just keep consistently trying at it. Mental Jewels is great when I have to juggle a lot of tasks in my workday. Outstanding. It's amazing. My boy has ADHD. He has a hell of a time trying to keep a job and staying focused. Try maybe have him try Mental Jewels for real. I mean, it's amazing for me. All right, I'm ordering no mobility this week. Good for you. Good for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And again, just so you guys are wondering, here is the links to consultations. Here's a link to the coaching and a link to just join the app. So please do check that out. Make a workout video with Mark. Mark and I don't work out anything similarly. I'd imagine we're going to be getting a lot of footage together for us. I think we have somebody that's just going to kind of film our conversations all day long one day. Uh, uh, but an actual workout video, we'll probably work out together, but like him and I don't work out anything similar. Like we don't work out anything the same. Mark is super, and I mean super incredibly fucking strong. And I'm just not anymore. Like I'm still a very strong guy, and I'm for my age, I think not to try to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty fucking amazing athlete for my age. But and I have all like my cardio is insane. I am all go all the time. My workouts are super fucking intense for like 45 fucking minutes every day. Like super intense. Like nonstop 15 minutes of 15 seconds of rest at most during different activities. And oftentimes Crystal is so fucking evil for me that my 15-minute rest periods in between exercises is a different exercise. Um, she'll do shit like, okay, during your 15 seconds of rest, do body weight squats. She's a fucking savage. My wife is a fucking savage. But we work out very differently, but I'm sure we'll be together. So it would be cool if everybody would show up. I take no morbidity and I definitely still feel hungry, but I get full faster and don't feel as hungry between meals. That is outstanding. And the results vary for each individual person. I'm happy you still feel that way. I honestly think that if I ate differently, I would still get hungry. Like if I was triggering if I didn't have product two, like I'm wondering for you if it's sometimes like in the glycemic response thing, but I'm happy that it's helping you feel fuller, faster, which is one of the things it's meant to do. I believe that's the Thinogen acting. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm not on Nomo, but your fluid intake advice keeps me from really needing to eat until after dinner time. I drink more water than I ever have in my life. That's awesome, Lulu. More people should. A huge portion of obesity is because people eat their thirst. A huge portion of it. Like if like again, 300-pound person, it may sound like a lot to drink 300 ounces of fluid, but I'm probably going to drink 300 ounces of fluid a day. Like are you worried it's going to ruin your appetite or something like that? I mean, that's fucking weird. So I don't know. I get so much done when I fast and I'm not focused on food. I am amazed like how much more time I have in my day to get shit done because I don't have to stop and eat all the fucking time. It's truly amazing. Like it's truly like a, I'm so happy for it. So between Nomo and a half dozen of Ember, I'm down 15 pounds in 2.5 months. I only have about 30 more to go. Nikki, that is out fucking standing. Great job. Make sure you're focusing on building these habits while you're on that though. Build the habit of protein focus first earlier in the day. Build the habit of if you eat processed food that's only for pleasure, 5% of your total daily caloric intake for the week, those sorts of things. Like be using this time to build healthy habits. That way, when you lost the rest of the weight, you can come off of no morbidity and you can come off of Ember if you need to, or you can stay on. I'm not, they're safe, so please do. But I want to make sure that people are using no morbidity as a tool to get healthy and build healthy habits, not just as a tool to lose weight. I know it sounds fucked up, but it's important to me. If you are taking Ember Nomo, how long should it take before taking a break? I bought 6 months of Nomo and 1 month of Ember. I would honestly say like don't need to take Ember necessarily every day, but go 6 months on no morbidity, take a couple weeks off, check to see how you're doing. Then then if you need to go back on it, and be working on these habits consistently. You can stay on it forever. It's healthy. It's not dangerous to stay on it forever. I like coming off of all. I don't. I mean, I want to be as natural as possible, like as humanly possible. So, um, I mean, I still come off of mine fairly often. Like I still come off of mine uh, like once every 6 months. But I also, just to be real, I also come off of mine to test other products because like I try to test everything that I tell you guys. Like not one supplement do I talk about. And I'm not a big I'm not a big performance supplement guy, but not one health supplement do I talk about that I don't test on myself before I even talk about it. I just refuse not to. So to me, it's just bad business when people don't want to do that. Like when people are not being fully truthful about their shit, you know, like they're talking about supplements that they don't even use. That's not me, and that's never going to be me. I fucking use every fucking supplement that that I talked about, and not only do I use them occasionally, but like no morbidity, I use all the fucking time, all the fucking time. Product two, I use all the fucking time. Product two could absolutely, and I mean this absolutely. I bet you I could do a head-to-head study with product two on metformin and have it perform way better than metformin. It's amazing. It's amazing, amazing. It's hard to have confidence in the U.S. long term with so many people so overweight. I don't see how our economy doesn't buckle from productivity costs and chronic health problems. It will. It is. I mean, we could here in a couple of years, if we're not careful, we could have $6 trillion a year in healthcare expenditures, shared healthcare costs. Like if they get to the point where they're going to start paying for fucking tens of millions of prescriptions that are $1,300 a month for weight loss drugs, I mean, we're bankrupt. Like we are eating ourselves to bankruptcy as a country very quickly. So, how about you put fuck being fat and no willpower, no audio book needed. I can hear you on my. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. At what point does one worry about hypernatremia? Really, I mean, I read something about this the other day. Hang on a second. Wait a second. The it used to be the data was 2,500 milligrams of sodium was seen as the limit, right? And that was not too long ago. But it's been shown that it's way more like people can tolerate way more than that, and a lot of people actually need more than that. I mean, the RDAs are all fucked up. Like your government telling you how much sodium you should scare the fuck out of you. Because your government tells you that you should be eating 11 fucking servings of grains. That's fucking insanity. It's full on fucking crazy. So. But at what stage? Just remember that your body does have a natural process to get rid of extra sodium through your sweat. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it at all. Let's see. Totally off topic. I was rewatching some of the Canadian truckers vids. It's crazy that where we were last year at this time. I'm proud that I was able to go even after just a few hours. It was like -20. I gotcha. How quickly is it possible to lose 100 pounds? Well, it depends on the person. Depends on how big you are. Depends on your physical capabilities. It depends on what you're willing to put into it. It depends on, I mean, if just speed was the goal, like if you fucking woke up and ran 3 miles every day and then did a workout every single day and ate 1,500 calories every single day, depending on your size. I mean, if you're a 200-pound person and you do that in a day and you eat 1,500 calories, you can very likely lose 3 pounds a week, you know 4 pounds a week, so less than a year. However, keeping it up is what's the limiting factor. So your question is so ambivalent and broad that it's impossible to answer. Just reality. My focus has been water and protein, but Ember has also helped me with my career. I am so much more motivated in life. Nikki, that is out fucking standing to hear. That's fucking amazing. That's amazing. I fucking thank you. Let's see. It's the food lives rent free in my head. Truly the best. It's the food for everybody. It's the food. It's the food. It's what you're eating. I mean, for everybody. Do I take creatine? Yes, I do. And I haven't been for like the last month. I'm getting ready to like start taking creatine again. But I do take it. I do think it provides like another level of fullness to my muscles. Then I don't take it year round because I got to be honest, I don't fucking care year round about fullness of my muscles. I've reached a very good stage. Like for those of you that have watched me for a while, um, I really like. I'm at a really good spot. Like I don't care how strong I am. I don't. I absolutely don't. Like I know I'm a fucking athlete still too. I can do some pretty fucking cool shit like right now. And so I'm not even fully in my athletic training shape yet, but I can do some pretty cool shit right now. But uh, I don't care about how I look necessarily muscle wise like that. I want to look good for my wife, but like creatine adds me a little extra volumization to my muscles, and it also adds me a little bit more edge on recovery time in between sets. Although my recovery time in between sets is still fucking crazy good. Like, I mean, I fucking go. Like, I'm all go all the time, right? But I only take it for about 6 months of the year, so I'm just getting ready to start taking it again. I actually have a little thing of it right here that Mark sent me. So since I registered for your coaching program, I took my water intake from 130 ounces to 270 ounces, and I eat eggs for breakfast almost every day. I haven't felt hungry for more than 2 weeks. That's what we do, motherfuckers. That's what we do. If you are having trouble, like if you have had trouble building habits, like I'm not talking about losing weight because I bet you everybody watching has lost weight before. But if you're having trouble building habits, where the point where you lose weight, then you actually gain weight back, and then you just kind of seesaw up and down, I just shared the link to my coaching. Me and my wife can help you build habits. We can help you do this. Like, let's get this shit done for real. I mean, make this year the year that you finally get healthy for good and keep and build healthy habits. So you don't like you can escape this I need to lose weight drama. You can escape this bullshit that like you lose weight and keep it off. It shouldn't be a constant struggle. Just like you just heard me say, I am barely hungry. Like I am barely ever hungry at all. Like bare like I don't like I haven't binged in forever, you know? My insurance in 11K per year. Mm, damn, that's fucking crazy. Your live testimonials are fucking awesome. You can't fake that shit like you can with so many BS ads. Thank you very much because we have a world to save. I want people like check in with what you got going on. You don't even need to be on no morbidity. I can help you. Like we can help people just through our method, and this is no shit. This is an outstanding, amazing fucking tool to help people diminish their hunger and increase their stress relief to, in fact, get to healthy weights. It helps you control your life. This is a safe and more effective alternative to the harsh pharmaceutical weight loss drugs that they have out right now, Wegovy and semaglutide. I will say it. I openly believe this. I would love to do a head-to-head study on it because no morbidity alone, yet alone no morbidity product 2 and Ember together, is it for like a fraction of the monthly cost of these huge, very harsh pharmaceuticals that then you have to take forever. They're saying you need to take forever. They are saying that people's fat rate, and I'm going to do a video about this, but there is some data showing that when people come off these medications, they actually get fat faster gaining the weight back. But if they want to keep the weight off, they have to be on it forever. So $1,300 a month, every month for the rest of your fucking life to lose fucking 20% of your body mass and keep 20% of your body mass off, that's fucking weak shit that we should not accept as people. That is a gift to the pharmaceutical industry. They are making you a patient for life for something that is $1,300 a motherfucking month. That is insane. That is craziness, especially because it has massively super harsh side effects. These pharmaceuticals cause fucking cancer and shit like that. Like, this is safe and effective. Do it. I rotate supplements to see which ones best work best. I often have to fill the nutritional gaps, especially new info about vitamin K2 always coming out. Vitamin K, huh? We'll be getting back with you because heart health and heart health supplement. What's up, motherfuckers? I'm telling you, we have a world to save. We are going to save as many people as possible. Nikki, public schools let our kids spend their lunch money on all sorts of junk. I have been a long-term argument over this issue. I've gotten many arguments about that when my son was still in high school. I fucking hated it. If processed food and carbs intake are dramatically reduced, sodium recommendations are not really valid anymore. I agree too. I mean, most people, the, the sodium scare is the same thing as the cholesterol scare. Like people should be terrified of being fat as fuck, but we're gonna, oh, we got to watch this. I don't want to eat this because it might have too much sodium. Like motherfucker, you're 300 pounds. Shut the fuck up. Lose weight. With no morbidity since January 9th, I went from 280 to now 257 pounds and counting. Thank you. That's out motherfucking standing. This is fucking amazing. Right here. Hell yeah. Morning, Alan, and everyone. I'm going to have to go back and watch from the beginning. I didn't get it. I couldn't. StreamYard didn't let me share this one's video, so we'll be doing this one's video later on the day. I just still want to do live. I can't believe it's almost been an hour. Holy shit. Looks are one thing. Health is everything. I love that statement. A few days ago, I hit 324 ounces of water, and then the next day, 315 ounces, and today and yesterday, 280. It's been fantastic. 230 pounds, and doing boxing, BJJ, and got more Immortal and Vita and Nomo. Let's fucking go, dude. Very fucking good, Ant. Very, very, very good. Very good. K2 and yolks of high quality eggs. Yep, heritage eggs. They're more expensive, of course, because eggs are fucking. You literally need to take out a fucking loan to get eggs nowadays. But absolutely. So, any questions we got, guys? I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna spend the day with my wife, chilling, relaxing, maxing out cool. I don't shoot b-ball, but anyway. Vegan is not a diet. Nope, it's not. Neither is intermittent fasting. Neither is keto, for that matter. Neither is paleo. Neither is carnivore. Technically, they're eating patterns. They're diets when you put time frames on them. If it's just how you eat, it's how you eat. It's your eating pattern. It's not a diet. Yes, I'm switching my usual vitamin D supplement to D3K2 combo. Outstanding. You'll stay healthy. I'm telling you, we've got some really good fucking shit coming. We are really going to help people. Like Mark, myself, Tiger Fitness, MTS, Ambrosia, Crystal, Mark's wife, Katie, Sean Torbody, Mike Rashid. Fuck all this bullshit. Fuck all this like fitness industry bullshit. We're just here to fucking help people. Straight up. I switched to sunshine. I'm gonna get some sunshine here in a little bit if I can. Lovely chat today. I'm so proud of everyone here. Congrats. I really got to tell you, like, I mean, I love my lives. I love going live. I'm one of the very few people that go live 7 days, anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week to answer questions. One of the reasons is I'm one of the only people that can actually talk my shit. Like, I actually know my shit. Like, you watch some of these other people fucking talk live and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just reading off cue cards, especially some of these fucking fitness people. It's fucking sad. But I love the conversation we have here. And I love hearing people's success stories. I love hearing the success stories of people. To me, that is the most motivating shit there is. It really is. Can mental jewels help with stress? It helps me with stress, and I'll tell you why it helps me with stress. It's not really because it's a stress relieving supplement, but when I can focus my thoughts, I'm much less stressed. And for my ADHD, it oftentimes causes like just the ambient stress of thinking about 1,000 things all at once is in fact stressful. So when I'm able to focus on one or two topics, one or two aspects, and able to accomplish those tasks, or able to more readily be proficient at those tasks because my focus is better, it is less stressful for me. So it absolutely, and I mean absolutely for me, for that reason, reduces my stress. But there is not an ingredient in it that is technically a stress relieving one. So although Alpha GPC does technically have some stress to it. But anyway, I wish I could catch more instead of replays. Me too, man. Me too. Toot motherfucker needs to be. Toot motherfuckers needs to be on a shirt. Me and Mark when we're hanging out. Excuse me. We're gonna be talking a lot about merchandise and shirts and stuff like that too. So. Dude, yes, Mental Jewels has been incredible for me as a psychotherapist, being more present for my clients and feeling less effort to concentrate and not reminder. Dude, that is fucking amazing. As a psychotherapist, you're using Mental Jewels instead of a pharmaceutical. That is fucking awesome. You are a fucking good coach or a good therapist. We are getting more sun every day. Can't wait for 20 hours of sun in late spring. Good for you. Good for you. Your live feeds are great, man. Keep it. Thank you for doing what you do. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, everybody. I am going to sign off. I will be live again tomorrow, probably about 1 o'clock. But I hope everybody has a great motherfucking day, and I hope to see you all soon. God damn.